Well, folks, welcome to Self-Inflicted Podcast, take 2. I hope to goodness the sound works this time. Last time I tried doing this, the sound kind of cut out on me a little bit, and so I couldn't really get everything done like I wanted to. I made some comments towards the end, and it was like, oh no, the sound cut out, and oh, it's just frustrating. But just wanted to talk a little bit about a few things this morning. I checked my blog this morning, had a reply from one of the local bloggers who look at my site on a regular basis. Thank you to ajpoetry.com for looking in on my stuff at a2thewr.com or longjourneysandshortroads.com, whichever one you want to go to. You can even find me at Audible Ecstasy podcast.com as well. So, kind of active on the web, active doing stuff. But today it's not to sell my blogs or anything like that. I will put a link to AJ Poetry at the bottom of this podcast or VPod or whatever you call these things these days. But today I want to do a little sports. That's another thing I have passion about that I don't talk a lot about. But it's there, and I feel like I want to do a little something on it. So I guess we'll get right into it then. Tonight, NBA Finals start. OKC, Oklahoma City, the Oklahoma City Thunder versus the Miami Heat in a 7-game series that a lot of people are picking Oklahoma City to win in 6 or 7. Which, I could see that happening with their youth and where they're at right now. It could easily be, Oklahoma City's time, but for some reason, I feel like this year it's the Heat's turn. I feel like it's LeBron's turn. I feel like it's his time and his place. This is his third finals appearance. Um, his first was with Cleveland, where he had no help. His second was with the Heat last year, which they really got outmanned by Dallas, who just they kind of remind me of the Giants, the New York Giants in NFL football from last year. Just the Dallas Mavericks last year were a team that were just destined to win. They were steamrolling and just going through the playoffs and just were just one of those hot teams at the right time. But this year, I think the Heat might get their ring. I'm picking the Heat in 6, and I did say that on here, Miami Heat in 6. But it would not surprise me at all to see Oklahoma City win. I don't watch a lot of NBA, but this year I've been intrigued by it, more for the LeBron saga than anything else, because I really don't want to see the heat that guy's going to take if he loses another finals this year, if he does not show up. So I'm hoping that he does show up. I hope that D Wade gives him some help. I hope with Chris Bosh coming back, that he will be an unmanned force out there that maybe they won't see coming. Maybe the rest on his legs and the recovery from the injury will give him a chance to do something pretty exceptional. Maybe he can be that spark that LeBron needs to get him through to the end. So we'll see how that goes. But I'm taking the Heat in 6, and we'll see. We'll see how that goes. But anyways, beyond that, I saw the LA Kings won for the first time in NHL Hockey, won their championship last night. So good to see the Kings win, to get that ring, that I'm sure they all deserved. Again, I think they were a team that was. I don't watch a lot of hockey either, but I do know that they were a team that was picked to be okay this year and maybe somewhat decent, but they got on a really hot streak, and I think they went 16-4 in the playoffs, which is like tied for second best in NHL playoffs, which is absolutely crazy. So congratulations to the LA Kings. Euro Cup is going on right now. Going to try and catch some of the Czech game today. I'm not sure. I think the Czech Republic plays Greece today. But my brother lives in the Czech Republic, teaching English abroad. So I'll be rooting for the Czech team to take that one today. But that's about it. I made a couple little notes here to myself. So if I look off to the right, that's what I'm doing. The last thing I want to close with on this little self-inflicted podcast too is running. I mentioned AJ Poetry before. He had sent a reply to me about running today and some tips and advice. And like I told him, is just get out there, basically just get out there and do it is another thing I could say to him about that. I found that running, there's a lot of good running 5K programs on the web. Look them up. They're really good. Hal Higdon has a lot of good stuff out there to say about running. Like I told him, make sure you get the proper shoes, get measured for the proper shoes. Those are your lifeblood. If you don't have the right shoes, you're not running a step. The right clothes, make sure the clothes work for the weather you're in. Loose clothes for summer weather, uh, thicker clothes for colder weather. Layer is very important. And if you're a guy, don't be afraid to shed your shirt. I'm not. I never have been. I might scare a lot of people, but I don't. I don't worry about it. I also found that if you do it for 30 minutes, walk 3 minutes, run three, stop, walk 3 minutes, run three, and do that for 30 minutes. That's a good starting point. And then the next time you can go walk 4 minutes, run 4 minutes, then do that for 30 minutes, then walk 5 minutes and run 5 minutes. Do a little 5 and 5 there, like a walk 5, walk 5, run 5, get your 30 minutes in. And then maybe the next time do a walk 4 minutes, run 6, walk 4 minutes, run 6 to get your 30 minutes in, and keep on that kind of pattern. Then walk 3 minutes, run 7, then walk 3 minutes and run 7, that sort of thing. And eventually you'll get up to where you're running 10 minutes. And if you're a halfway decent runner, you can average a 10-minute mile. I average anywhere from 10 to 11 minutes, somewhere in between. But anyways, that was just some more running advice I have. I haven't talked much about my running on this site in a while. I have run a couple times since my last running post. One was 3 miles, walk a little bit. Don't ever be ashamed to walk. That's what I've learned from running. And then I ran another mile. That would get me 4 miles. Then a few days ago on Sunday, I did 3.5 miles. I was planning to go today, but the weather looks kind of bad and a little rainy. I'm not afraid of the rain, but just afraid of the thunder and lightning, so I may or may not go today. But I definitely will try and get at least 4 miles in tomorrow or Thursday, but we'll see how that goes. But anyways, I guess that's about it for the Self-Inflicted Podcast 2. Leave me some comments. Would love to know what you think about these. If you're watching on YouTube, swing over to a2thewr.com. I love movies, music, and kind of stuff to kind of spend your time with. I don't try and stir up a lot of controversy, so you won't find a lot of that there. It's pure entertainment. Anyways, that's about it this morning. Hope to see the Heat get their win today. Hope to keep running and hope to get in those miles. And as I like to say, keep moving forward. Later.